After a washed out 2023 season, could the magic finally be returning to Alton Towers in 2024? Yo, what is going on everyone, and welcome back to another video here on the channel. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about Alton Towers and sharing loads of news that they've been releasing over the closed season about all the attractions returning, about actually some new attractions as well, and also the events what are happening this year, and loads of other new news as well. Now I know what you're all thinking, it has been a few weeks since my last video, but we've been busy with decorating basically the room. As you can see, it is literally fully empty, so it has actually been painted now. The new carpet's down. The bed was meant to be coming this week, however we did have a substantial amount of snowfall, so that sort of delayed it. So that's coming down next week, so my new bed and mattress, so looking forward to it. Hopefully next time I do a video, or maybe the one after, it will all be fully done and I'll be able to show you everything. But let's get back to today's video about all the news about Alton Towers. So we've got a confirmed date for the opening day 2024, which is going to be the 16th of March. And for the first time ever, Alton Towers have decided for the first 3 Saturdays of opening, so the 16th of March, and the other Saturdays after that, we're going to see a later opening, so 10 till 8 p.m, which is really good. It's good to see that Alton Towers is stepping up the game, because obviously a lot of European parks, they do have later openings like that, so it is good just to see that Alton Towers is doing the same, and not necessarily just like to get more rides in, but to spend more time at the park. So you're not just going like from ride to ride trying to get it all in. So you'll have more time to spend actually in the park, whether you want to go and try the dining facilities for lunch, and just other things like that. Just more time to explore the park, as well as the gardens. So that's really good to see that they are doing that. I mean, they've sort of called it Alton After Dark. I wouldn't personally class it as an event as such, but that is what they have called it, these later opening hours. So now we're on the subject of events. Let's go to all the events that are happening at the resort this year for 2024. So we do see some events going, and hopefully this is to amp up the events that are staying. So hopefully we're going to see more effort as such, I suppose, put into these other events. However, these events aren't going to be starting until later on in the year, because we do see Festival of Thrills and Mardi Gras going. Now the Festival of Thrills, I thought the first year was really good. You know, you had entertainment all around the park, whereas last year Festival of Thrills, they just had it literally located in the Smiler area. Obviously it was for its anniversary, but it just wasn't the same, I don't think, as it was the previous year. And we also do see Mardi Gras going as well. Now, I thought Mardi Gras was a pretty good event overall, and it was a nice event to have before, obviously, all the main events towards the end of the year. I enjoyed the Mardi Gras parade, and also the last final showing as well at the end of the day at the main entrance. But what we will see coming back is Oktoberfest, and that is going to run from the 7th of September all the way to the 29th of September. And then after that, we've got Scarefest. Now, it's actually running quite a while this year, because obviously most of the years we've had Scarefest, actually sort of like all the years we've had Scarefest, they've always done it like the first weekend in October, had a break, and then ran it like the second weekend, had a break, and then ran it then from sort of middle of October all the way through to the end of October. However, this year, they're not going to have the break in between. So we've got the 11th of October is going to be when it starts, all the way through to the 3rd of November this year. So we're going, into November with the Halloween Scarefest event. So, I mean, this is a big thing for Alton Towers, because obviously they're open till 9 p.m. as well at Scarefest. So, yeah, really good to see that from the 11th all the way through to the 3rd of November, the park is going to be open till 9. Moving on to the fireworks. I mean, you can't really fault this event. It's going to run this year the 8th, the 9th and the 10th. So obviously it only runs for 3 days, which is a weekend, the Friday, Saturday and the Sunday. Now, you probably have your own sort of opinions on each of the displays. Some of you may prefer previous years, some of you may prefer like the more sort of up-to-date years, but it's always a good event and a really good display, so you can't really fault that. Whereas with Scarefest, it has been sort of going a bit downhill recently. I mean, it used to be the best event in the UK for Halloween-wise, but it definitely does need stepping up, and hopefully with them getting rid of the Festival of Thrills and Mardi Gras at the start of the year, they're going to focus all their efforts and put more into Scarefest this year, and hopefully we're going to see some new mazes. I mean, technically I know we did have a new maze, which was Daz Games last year, but I'm hoping that is going to be sort of just like a 1 year thing. They're going to bring hopefully a couple of new mazes in this year. It'd be nice to see. And then Christmas is going to be the final event of the year, running from the 22nd of November all the way through to the 31st of December. Now, I don't think they're sort of confirmed dates just of yet. I don't think Alton Towers have actually put them on yet, but we could sort of guess that that's when it's going to run from this year. And again, with a Christmas event, they've got to put more into it this year. I think obviously with Lighttopia letting them down and like the manufacturer going bust for them, so they couldn't put Lighttopia on. But it wasn't just that, they could have put entertainment on as well. So I hopefully this year we're going to see entertainment return for Christmas 2024. And like I said, with Scarefest, with the other two events going, they're going to put more effort into these last few events of the year. But yeah, like I said, we're not going to see an event until September, so let's hope we're going to see some more like later openings as well with this Alton After Dark. This year, CBeebies Land turns 10 years old, so it's been at the park for 10 years. Obviously, it opened in 2014, and I believe there's going to be a load of rebranding because CBeebies has actually changed like the bugs and the brand a little bit, so they're going to go and update that. Obviously, they've got to keep it up to date with it being an IP. And that's one of the things with IP, like they can just sort of change, like they could sort of update it 1 year, but next year it could be something completely different. So I believe a lot of money is being invested into CBeebies Land to update it with the new branding for its 10th year at the park. Now let's go on to rides returning. So obviously we know Hex was closed all of last season. I mean, it did open up at the start, but not for long at all. So I believe major maintenance work has been going on, and I believe it has undergone a full refurbishment as well. So when we get in Hex for this year, we're going to see hopefully some new changes with it obviously being refurbished. Now, it's a great dark ride to have at the park, so I'm glad it is actually opening up for this year. And another major attraction was the Sky Ride that was closed for most of last year as well. So, I mean, nothing has actually been mentioned about the Sky Ride returning for this year. So hopefully it will be opening again this year, just for accessibility really, because if you're not getting the Sky Ride, obviously you've got to go through down to the gardens or walk obviously all the way around the park through Gloomy Wood. So hopefully we are going to see the Sky Ride return, but like I said, nothing has been confirmed yet about that. So I think a lot of issues was raised with it being closed though all last season, so fingers crossed we're going to see it open again, just to get some views over the park really as well. You know, it's nice just to have a sit down on the Sky Ride, just to look over the gardens and see, you know, the beautiful views of the park and the areas, like obviously with Dark Forest and other views like that. So fingers crossed the Sky Ride will return for this year. Now I have been keeping up to date with Nemesis. It's obviously going to have its 30th year at the park this year. However, there's been no official opening date for Nemesis Reborn. I believe there's still work going off around the area, so could we see it opening on the 16th of March? I mean, hopefully we will for opening day. But if it doesn't, then it might be pushed back or a bit delayed, maybe towards the end of March. But yeah, I believe there is still some work going off around Nemesis Reborn. So fingers crossed, again for that, we are going to get a 16th of March opening. So we can all enjoy Nemesis Reborn on opening day. Now, just finishing up on the rides, Alton Towers have submitted an application for a new flat ride to go in Ripsaw's place in Forbidden Valley. Now, I think I'll probably do a separate video on this, but I just thought it was something to mention as well. Apparently, a lot of people are saying Ripsaw is going to come back because this ride that they have put in for is like 180 metres tall, which is exactly the same height as Ripsaw. But we'll talk more about that in another video. But I thought it was just something to mention while we was on the subject of all the attractions opening back up again and new ones coming to the park. Now, just finishing up, we've got VIP experiences coming back. So we've got Lift Hill Climbs. So they're going to be on the Wicker Man and Oblivion. So they've never been done on the Wicker Man, but have on Oblivion in the past. Now, for pricing wise, it is quite pricey. The Wicker Man is going to be £65 per person, and Oblivion is going to be £80 per person. I mean, they are a different experience to do at the park if you do enjoy doing Lift Hill Climbs. And you are going to get more as well included in with that price. So I'll just read what you're going to get as well for that price as well. So you're going to obviously get the 60-minute experience. It's going to be a behind-the-scenes look at the attraction. You're going to get a virtual certificate, single fast track for the ride, and express parking on the day. So you do get a few other things thrown in with that as well. But like I said, it is just probably going to be worth it just for the overall experience, and obviously more into the attraction itself. So there we go, VIP experiences returning in 2024. So that is everything for this video. All the news on Alton Towers. So from all the attractions reopening again for this year to obviously new attractions like Nemesis Reborn. It's looking like it is going to be a great year for the park. I don't think personally it's still going to be one of the best years for the park, but it's definitely heading in the right direction. And with the events, I'm hoping they're going to really be amped up now they've gotten rid of the 2 starting events at the start of the year. Hopefully the last bit of the year with all those events, Oktoberfest, Scarefest, fireworks and Christmas, they're all going to be amped up, and hopefully we see a lot of entertainment coming back, because they have said as well that we're going to get a load of roaming actors more at the park to make it feel more basically alive. So yeah, that's really good to see. So like I said, that is everything for this video. I hope you all did enjoy, and next time I do a video, hopefully it's going to be, well, in the completed room, if everything goes to plan. But as always, if you all did enjoy this video, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. And as always, thank you all so very much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.